What's up, man? Why people coming drew this motherfucker, man? God dang. Alright. What's up, man? Mr. Truth here. Uh Trump and Section 8, Medicaid, and Foodstamps. And then he gave $20 billion to Argentina to bail them out. Which I heard is, a lot of rich people got hedge funds up there. So he basically bailing out rich people. So y'all do know Trump got knighted by what's that, the Queen of England, or he got knighted over there in England, by the kings and queens or whatever. So y'all do know America is a split. How America got started, they split from England or United Kingdom, whatever it was. They split from there, and then they made America, right? So ever since then, England, what the hell's a bug in here? England has, I think been jealous or hated America or whatever, stuff like that. So, in my opinion, this is my opinion, most of these people, I don't think they people for real. Most of these people has been put in place to destroy America. You know what I'm saying? That's if you notice, everything's been going up, because the dollar, is basically losing value, and these people time is up, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. That's why a lot of stuff is, going crazy, going up. Oh man, get this goddamn bugs, man. All right, sorry about that. A lot of things is going up. But yeah, he gave $20 billion to Argentina for a bailout. And he cutting off people food stamps over here. I mean, how crazy is that? Just think about it. How crazy is that? And they're doing it in your face. And the reason they're doing it in your face like that is basically is like saying fuck you. It's like saying F you. You know what I'm saying? And they doing it basically saying you so dumb that we doing it in your face, and you're not gonna say nothing, or you're not gonna stop us. That's basically what they what it is. You so dumb. And this is white people. This is white people doing it to their own self. This is the crazy part, because we not in charge. We not running shit. You know what I'm saying? You got the Jewish people, white people, all of them got, the money or whatever. And they destroying their own country. You know what I'm saying? All these working class white people, Europeans that's over here, is going to hurt them more than it hurt us, because it's really majority of white people that's on food stamps. If you look it up, it's not really black people if you do just research, but that's what it is, man. Their time is up. Of course they're gonna implode on themselves, because people are so greedy, even but both sides. Both sides, the Democrats and Republicans, you just choosing two evils. And like I said before, one is a mental, it knocks you out mentally. The other one is physically, right? So when the Republicans get in office, it's wars, and violence. Is basically violence. When the Democrats get in office, it's to spiritually break you down. So Democrats got in office, it was females can go into the boys' restroom transsexuals could go into any restaurant they choose. Men could play in women's sports. You get abortions any day of the week. You know what I'm saying? You get abortion even if the child is born after one month after or something like that. It's something crazy, This demonic people, that's straight demonic, you know what I'm saying? Having kids get sex changes while they little and all this crazy stuff. Passing gay marriage, satanic, all that stuff is satanic. And then you go on the other side, they thieves and crooks. You got Trump, giving Argentina $20 billion for a bailout while they cutting off food stamps and Medicaid for America. Just think about that. They ain't doing it in your face. They doing it in white people's face. They don't respect your authority. They don't respect that you got guns. They don't respect that people, will go crazy. But if you think about it, right? You look at the chess pieces, right? Look at the chess pieces. So he put the National Guard in all these states, right? Just think about it. Think about what I'm saying. So he put the National Guard in all these states. You got Chicago. You got he tried to go to Baltimore, where I'm from. Baltimore, Maryland. He went to D.C. because he's always in D.C. He went to Memphis. And then once he had these people in position, now he's saying, and he's supposed to be spreading more troops out. Now he's saying, okay, cut off your food for kids too. It's like cut off all the food, cut off all the food. Better care for old people, and if you got 10 kids or 3 kids you got to feed, you ain't getting no monthly assistance from the government. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on? Also, it's a double-edged sword, right? It's a double-edged sword with that. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing because it's making people that was dependable or depend on the government, they're waking up and realize that, they don't give a goddamn, if your kids starve or not, period. And it's waking you up to go back to the Most High, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's waking you up for that. So it's taking the government arm off your daddy arm off you, and you're going, it's going to be so bad, that you're going to have to turn around and go and come to the Most High, But most people are stupid. They're not going to do that. They're not going to say, come to the Most High. They're not going to do that. They're just going to keep on. A lot of people just going to keep on living their life and don't believe in, anything except eating and saying going shopping and their body. They don't really care about the Most High. They don't really care about he put food down here for us. The sun shine every day. If the sun didn't shine, we'd die. Sun out. Can't think. Okay. Anyway, then he wanted to pass a law. Think about it, bro. He wanted to pass a law. If somebody shoots somebody, you get the death penalty. Or you shoot a cop or something, you get death penalty. You shoot somebody in D.C., you get death penalty. You know what I'm saying? Let's think about, what laws he's passing. He's not passing laws to help. He's passing the future laws. He's passing what he knows is coming in the future. You know what I'm saying? That's that was going on. That's why in London they passed that Real ID Act. And since people are so brainwashed and so dependent on the system, they're going to go along with the system. They're going to say, oh, I got no real ID, I can't work. Instead of resisting and saying, just because somebody tell you, you got to do something, that don't mean you got to do it. As everybody resists, they will just fall back. because they need you more than you need them, because you're the working class. You're the one that's paying the taxes, keeping everything open. People, regular class people, is working at stores, working at Subway, working at McDonald's, working at hotels. Plumbers, electricians, air conditioning, heating, truck drivers. You'd want to keep the country open. So if everybody say, nah, we ain't going for this, but most people was not, because everybody just want to go along to get along, right? But the thing about that is, if you go along to get along, people that are narcissists, they're just gonna keep getting worse. That's what narcissists do, because they're like a black hole. They just keep wanting power and more power and more power and more power, because they demons. They have no feel. They have no satisfaction in anything. They just want more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a beggar. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man, that people don't see this. Trump talk about making a statue of himself and all this type of stuff. Hey, people crazy, man. I mean, Trump, I'm not gonna lie, bro. For me, Trump is entertainment. He's a hilarious dude. But the laws or what he's doing, and I'm not, both is the blame. Is like both are the same. Democrats or Republicans. Now, you might got some good people, regular people in Congress, but for the most part, man, it's pretty demonic. And like I said before, if everybody's greedy in Congress and everybody just out for themselves, the whole system is going to collapse. The whole system is going to fall down. It's not going to be nothing else. The whole system is going to collapse. You're not going to have, if everybody's in a gang is stealing and backbiting each other or betraying each other, the whole thing is going to fall down. It's nobody, hey, man, okay, you get this piece, I get this piece, you get this piece. If everybody's doing that and stealing from each other, anyway, man, it's Mr. Truth weighing out of time, man. Mr. Truth, man. Have a good day.